If you're an organization leader, you've got problems. The rising cost of business, attracting people, retaining talent, how to cut costs, the productivity and engagement issues that happen on a day-to-day basis, rising customer cost, acquisition cost, delighting customers, the changing customer profiles, acquisition of new business, new opportunities, things to do with artificial intelligence, database decisions, machine learning, ethics, compliance, succession planning, future proofing. What if I told you that there's one word that can address all these issues? And the word is culture. When you create a conscious culture in your organization, what you do is organically and sustainably build the processes that will set you free. We work on the people aspect through habits, on the process aspect because people then consciously drive processes that create customer delight, which then takes you straight into aligning your individual KPIs with organizational purpose and set an alignment of the people with the process and the purpose. How do we do that? This is the renewalism movement that we are bringing to companies through three aspects of renewal. One is self-renewal, which is about aligning within each person, creating that conscious culture at a very base fundamental individual unit level. Then is symbiotic renewal, which is about our relationships with others and with the planet, which is the key thing for the current century. Sustainability. And it's going to have even more impact on how you drive your organization's purpose. And systemic renewal, which is about renewing the systems, revisiting those processes that have stopped working for us, but we've been too busy to notice. That's how we get the process, the purpose, and the people in alignment. And if you notice, this is what the 20th century diktat of working on a balanced scorecard was. Of course, these are the lean management P's, but they come from a completely different space I'll tell you about in a moment. But if you map this onto building organizational capacity, that's people. With the focus on customers, that's purpose. With streamlined operations, that's process. All of which leads to better finance. And that's what gets you free to look at how profitability is being improved as a consequence of this, how top line is getting better, how you're growing as an organization, how you're strengthening as an organization, because what's happening through what we're doing at the back end is reducing organizational stress and getting it working like a machine that it probably was only when you started up. Now, when we started up, like as kids, there was no stress because there was an alignment of the body, the mind, and the spirit. As the body, mind, spirit alignment goes out of whack, and this is what I was saying, comes from ancient Oriental wisdom. So I'm not just using 20th century paradigms, but in fact stuff that applied 5,000 years ago and still applies. Because people are the body of your organization, processes are the mind of your organization, and purpose is the driving spirit of your organization. So when we're aligning people, purpose, and process, we are removing organizational stress. We're getting it to work like a well-oiled machine culturally, built through human endeavor, because people are the one who sustain this. And getting your people to do this means that we're taking them on a journey which starts with a test group, and we could show you how sickness and absenteeism has gone down by 70 to 80%. We could show you how productivity and engagement has gone up by the same. Those are the kind of numbers that we are working towards, and once you have those numbers working in a test group, why wouldn't you want that happening across the company? That's why you start building a culture of renewalism. The renewalism is a movement, and it is non-sectarian, non-religious. This is completely based on the alignment that we need to have within organizations, and how we can renew based on consciousness, based on ancient Oriental wisdom practices, from commonsensical philosophies which which work towards creating organizations that are self-managed and ready for the 21st century. We're looking at how you prepare for Industry 4.0 and how your culture supports that and takes you at a different level altogether. Now, if you want to know where your culture is currently, that's a pretty good place to start. How are you using your culture to delight customers? You could take a little quiz over here. It'll take you just about 2-3 minutes to do this, and you could get your entire team to do it. And then I will share with you how much dissonance there is within your team itself and what you think by way of those answers of culture and the customers working in consonance versus how other people in your organization think. So that would be a good place to start. Otherwise, you could just go down to giving me a call, and we get one of the people in the Renewalism Global Wisdom workforce to get in touch with you, and we take it forward from there. The Global Wisdom workforce, by the way, is a movement, a part of the movement that is empowering trainers, coaches, and people who are in a position to make a difference within organizations to take the baton from us and run with it. So you could talk to us about how your core staff members could be part of the Global Wisdom workforce, and we could get that going for you in that first 6-month journey that we do with you. We're looking at about 6 years or at least 3 years to start changing the culture and keeping it that way. And that of course depends on the complexities, the size of your organization, and stuff that we'd come to know in the first 6 months. But you're going to be supported by the right data, and you're going to be set free because of what we're going to do on a master plan over many, many months. Looking forward to making a start because there's no downside. Give us a call.